written two equation F is equal to Q into E, F is equal to Q into E plus V into B. So and Fi is equal to Q into Ey minus Vx into Bz. So two equations we had considered yesterday. So the first one is F is equal to Q into E plus Vb, and other one is Fi is equal to Q into Ey minus Vx into Bz. Since the Vx is the velocity, drift velocity of the charges, we are considering the direction of the current only. X is the direction of current which we have considered. Electric field is on y axis and the magnetic field is on z axis. So three of them are perpendicular to each other. So now after this, so we have to to maintain a steady state flow of holes along the length. See, we have seen that the length of the bar is L. So along the length L, if you want to maintain a steady state flow of holes, then Ey must be balanced. Ey must be balanced. What is Ey? Ey is the electric field along the y-axis. This is given by Ey is equal to Vx into Bz, the product of the drift velocity and the magnetic field. Okay, take this as equation number 3. This is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. This is equation number 3. After this, where we are finding, if you consider the slab, if you consider the slab, so we know these are the 2 points where we are going to find. This is A and this is B. Can I now, what is that voltage which is between A and B called as, or the potential difference?
Hall voltage.
Hall voltage. So that all voltage, since it is between A and B, I will take it as VAB. Okay, I'll take it as VAB. VAB is the all voltage we are having, and this all voltage is dependent upon the electric field which is produced along y-axis, along with the width, how much width the slab is. So Ey into W. Okay, and this is known as Hall voltage. After this, what is the formula which we have derived for current density? Current density is J, and we have, since the current is flowing, which is yesterday we have seen Ix, and here also Ix. So the current density should also be taken in X direction. So what is that formula which we have derived for current density in relation with the drift velocity, charges and all? Already we have derived one equation. In that we have,
Qn into Vx.
yes, so Qn into Vx. So since we are taking average drift velocity, we will be putting this uh, triangular brackets. So now here I have taken it as plus Q because we are talking about holes. I told you you can consider holes for derivation, or you can consider electrons for derivation. Here I have considered holes because here I am considering the positive charge carriers. I am considering this as a p-type material. Okay, This is not a diode which has both P and N junction. Okay, this is one slab, one semiconductor material I have considered. This can be either P type or N type. Don't get confused. Okay, still we have not come to diode where we sandwich P type and N type material. So it is only P type material where majority charge carriers are holes and minority charge carriers are electrons. And since Q indicates the charge of the carrier, so since the since the charge carrier is positive, we will be taking it as Q. If you are dealing with electrons, then it will be minus. You have to insert minus. Okay, so now since we are going to consider the whole current, we are talking about whole current, it is Qn into Vx. And now what does this N indicates? N indicates the number of holes. So this number of holes is represented by P naught. P naught, this is for holes. Okay, P naught is for holes. Okay, so now the above equation becomes Jx is equal to Q into P naught into Vx. Okay, so this is equation number 4. Now when I compare equation number 3, compare equation 3 and 4, what we can do? Compare equation 3 and 4. We can substitute this Vx in the place of this Vx. Okay, so for that purpose, write the equation for Vx. So if I am going to rearrange the equation number 4, I'll be getting Vx is equal to Jx by Q into P naught. Okay, now if I'm going to substitute, let us take this as equation 5. So if I'm going to substitute equation 5 in 3, equation 5 in 3, I'll be getting Ey is equal to Jx divided by Q into P naught into Vz. Okay, so now you have to copy whatever I write here because I'll be asking questions again in between. So now Jx by Q into P naught into Bz. We have a constant called RH. Okay, RH. This is a constant which we call it as a Hall coefficient. Okay, this is Hall coefficient, and this Hall coefficient is given as RH is equal to 1 divided by Q into P naught. This is the formula for RH. Okay, RH is equal to 1 divided by QP naught, and RH is the Hall coefficient, which is a constant with respect to whenever you are going to consider Hall effect concept. Now, if I am going to consider here in this, I can get an equation for P naught. P naught is equal to 1 divided by RH into Q, right? So take this as equation number 6. So P naught is equal to 1 by Q into RH we are having. So now the next thing what we can do is we have obtained for we obtained an equation for P naught. So when you have obtained equation for P naught, and let us take this as 7, this as 6. Okay. So now P naught is equal to 1 by RH into Q. This is one equation I have got. One more equation is, if I rearrange equation number 6 in terms of P naught, what I'll get? P naught is equal to Jx divided by Ey into Q into Bz. This is one equation which we can obtain. So now we have obtained two equations. P naught is equal to 1 by RH into Q, P naught is equal to Gx by Ey into Q into Vz. You may wonder why is deriving lot those many equations. These equations will be used in problems which we'll be doing later. Actually, first chapter is one of the biggest chapter. After the chapters will be small. So whatever we learn in the first chapter, the same thing will be you'll be using these formulas again and again. So step by step formulas you should know, and how to derive them, that you should know. So now P naught is equal to Jx by Ey into Q into Bz. This is what we have obtained. But from our uh, uh, initial basic equation for current density, what does the current density tells? Basic definition of current density. Hmm? Basic definition, or in the last derivation, we have, while deriving the current density, we have obtained the basic. Initially, we have written basic equation.
Electric field into sorry, electric field into conductivity, sir.
That is the final one we are obtaining. Current density. When you are talking about current density,
Sir, current per unit area.
current per unit area. Good. So current per unit area means current Jx. We are dealing with Jx means what is that current which we have to consider? Ix. And what is that area we are considering? Width into the thickness, whatever we are having. So Jx is taken as Ix by Wt. This is one. Now coming to Ey. What is this Ey? Just go back to the figure. Where is this
Electric field in y direction.
Electric
electric field in the y direction, right? So this electric field in the y direction, for this we have obtained a relation with VAB. What is that? Ey and VAB, we had obtained a equation.
VAB equals EY into W.
Very good. Ey into W. So now Ey, I can write Ey as, from that equation I can write Ey as VAB by W. What is W?
Width of the conductor, sir.
Width of the
Width
conductor
of
or
the
the slab,
conductor.
whatever you have taken. Okay. Now what we have to do is substitute these two values in the above equation. Keep doing along with me. So P naught is equal to Ix by Wt by VAB by W into Q into Bz. So what and all we can cancel? in this?
So
W we cancel.
W we can cancel. So the equation becomes Ix into Bz by Q into T into VAB. This is P naught. This is equation number 7. So this is I have already told you that P naught is hole concentration. So how much number of holes are there in a given p-type material, or how much number of holes took part in Hall effect. So that is obtained by this equation. P naught is equal to Ix into Bz by Qt into VAB. So this is the equation which you should remember for P naught. Similarly, when we talk, there is one more term, resistance. Okay, resistance. And similar to the resistance, there is one more parameter. What is that parameter?
conductance.
No, I am telling similar to resistance.
Impedance.
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 Okay, that is okay. With respect to some material, I'm talking.
Resistivity, sir.
Yeah, resistivity. Right. For now, our next thing is we have to write an equation for resistivity. Okay, if you are going to consider R as the resistance, if R as a resistance and rho is resistivity, so we have basic formula. See, always no need of biating anything. You should know how to derive it. It might consume some time, but if you know how to derive it, then you'll know you'll not go wrong. Okay, R is equal to rho
Rho
L
is by
by A. So this is the basic formula. So based on this, I want resistivity. So for resistivity, how you can write? You can write it
RA
as
by L.
RA by L. And for area, already we have taken here. For area, what is the equation? Width into thickness.
Thickness.
Okay. So R into W into T by L. We have taken. Okay. So now, according to Ohm's law, how you can write the resistance in terms of voltage and current?
V by I, sir.
V by I.
Okay, V by I. Which V? Which I? V by I. Fine. Which
So
V?
VH by I.
Hmm?
VH.
VH.
All voltage.
X is velocity, no?
So V.
Vx is velocity. We are talking about voltage.
So VAB.
So all voltage, sir. VAB.
VAB by.
No. See, here we are talking about resistivity of the material. So always remember, resistivity is with respect to the material. Resistance is with respect to the conductor. We are seeing no conductor.
So the battery voltage which we are giving.
No. I had marked. This is Ix. This is Ix. When you are going to consider this as Ix, what will be V? V will be between
Voltage between it. Yeah.
these two terminals, right? I had marked it as CD. So this is CD. R is equal to VCD by Ix. Okay. So now coming back to the rho. Rho is equal to, in the place of R, I can substitute it as VCD by IX into W into T by L. Okay. Now, similar to in the last derivation, whatever we have done, after the current density, we had two more equations. What are those two equations? Two more equations were there.
Can you repeat, sir?
See, in the one more derivation we had done in a few classes back. So there we had derived an equation for current density and other two important parameters. What are those? Resistivity is done. Two more.
Mu, sir. Mu and conduct.
Mu and conductivity. What do you mean by mu?
Mobility.
Our next intention is to find the equation for mobility and conductivity. So let us take for conductivity. So what is the simple way to find an equation for conductivity?
1 by rho.
1 by rho. That's it. Already you know what is rho, no? Reciprocal of the resistivity is conductivity. So it is 1 by rho. After this, the next one is mobility. Mobility means mu p, because we are talking about the mobility of p type material. That's why.
Drift velocity by the electric field.
Drift velocity by
Electric field applied.
Okay. Then is there any other formula which we have derived?
So Vx by Ex we have derived.
Vx by Ex. Okay. Then is there any relation between conductivity and mobility? Any formula with respect to conductivity and mobility?
Sigma into V.
Sigma into V.
Mu.
So mu p can be given as sigma by q into p naught. Q into p naught. So you want to simplify this equation, you can substitute. What is p naught we have obtained? P naught 1 is the very big equation we have obtained, right? There is one more equation for p naught. What is that? One is this one. Another one, one more equation for p naught I told.
J by into Vx.
No. With Hall coefficient.
1 by QRH.
Yes. 1 by QRH. 1 by QRH. Here, sigma is there. So you can say just what we'll be doing is simple ways. We are going to write a given equation in other formats, other parameter in terms of other parameters. Okay. So now sigma is there. So inverse of that is 1 by rho, and q is there. We don't know anything with respect to q. So alternative for q. But p naught we have 1 by q into RH. Now you can cancel q. So this can be written as RH by rho. This is one equation for mobility. Okay, so till here all effect derivation everything is there. Suppose to confuse you or to twist the question paper, see here I have done the equation for considering holes. Okay, usually we'll do with respect to holes only. If you see the textbooks also, majority of them they will be doing with respect to holes only. But suppose if they want to confuse you or if they want to twist the question paper, they can ask you explain Hall effect and derive the necessary expressions for Hall effect using n-type material. Then what you have to do? That is the question now. Okay, so then what you have to do is wherever you are having the first step, wherever you are having Q, this Q will be considered as charge of what? Charge of what?
Electrons, sir.
Electrons. This will be charge of electrons. So because of that, what happens? Q becomes minus Q. Okay, Q becomes minus Q. And wherever you are having VAB, RH, even this becomes negative. Okay, and don't think that if R comes, it is resistance. RH is Hall coefficient, just like what you have studied, the temperature coefficient, alpha, all those things. Similarly, this is Hall coefficient. It can be negative also. And don't get confused that R means or resistance. How can resistance be negative? So it is not resistance. It is coefficient, Hall coefficient. Okay. So Q becomes minus Q. VAB becomes negative. RH becomes negative. This is one thing you should change. The next one is the Hall voltage, whatever you are going to measure, that you have to keep it as negative. VAB should be measured as negative. These are the two things you have to change. Okay, same derivation is same, and instead of P naught, what you have to put? You have to put N naught. N naught indicates the electron configuration. P naught indicates hole concentration. N naught indicates electron concentration. Okay, so this is about the Hall effect. So this is very, very important, and I told you it's 100% they'll ask this question in the exam. So after this, there is one more derivation, small derivation, that is basically important for problems. Okay, if I'm done with that derivation, this chapter will be done. Okay, that is just a small derivation. It is not as big as what you have done for Hall effect. So that is for electron and hole concentration. So here we are telling no P naught, N naught. If suppose both P naught and N naught are present, then what will be the final concentration, and what will be the intrinsic concentration? Okay, what is extrinsic concentration? All those things we learn in that particular derivation. So that is what we learn in that derivation. That is the only derivation. It is just one page derivation. So once we are done with that derivation, this will be in the end of the chapter. After that, some problems